Yo, can you guys hear me? Just let me know quick. Okay, that's good. Let's begin with the stream. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone had a good weekend to get refreshed, and we can begin with the trading for this week. Few of the things to be talking about before we move on to some of the other discussion regarding the potential plays is um, we got a push below the yearly open this morning, which got bought back up pretty strong. But one thing I still don't like, and those who follow me, I strongly believe in the flat opens, especially if those come from the time frame such as 4 hours or 1 hour. But in case of 1 hour, if it comes from a demand, right? So flat opens are usually where price on intraday revisits. Now with us pushing into the daily supply, so remember we have I placed some short limits on Friday, which we got front run by $300. If I'm not wrong, and I'm still keeping those limits open because with this flat 4 hour left below and we pushing into this daily supply, it kind of makes sense for us to like give a Monday New York Open push up, trap people bullish, and flush some good positions down into the flat open at least, which sits around 93.8. That would be my major short TP area. And from there, we can see whether we want to flip long or not. Same goes for ETH. ETH also has a flat 4 hour open around 1784, even though it has flipped a decent level. And the only short interest I have on ETH is actually around like 1900 plus. So I don't know, man. Like ETH is the only thing that makes me think that before a major pullback, we would see ETH catch up into 2000. That's the reason that even though we are shorting BTC right now, but it would be more of an intraday scalp, which we would be teeping fully for a small move down, right? For shorts that we let run for bigger moves, I think that come once ETH catches up. Like I have a general rule and it works well, is that most of the times you get local top, and local top is something from where you get a significant pullback, and markets um market decides that that's the top for at least for a week or two, right? That remains the top. And for such top, usually you see the last ETH run, which we haven't yet, right? ETH coins and ETH itself hasn't run much in this entire move up on BTC, which makes me think that before a local top, we need to see some ETH outperformance, which would be one of the the most high probable top signals, and that's where we can start positioning into swing shots and some not swing, but at least like some few days shorts season kind of a thing. But for now, like even though intraday I'm looking for short into this daily supply, but I'm not looking to hold that for that longer. All I want is this flat 4 hour open to get taken out, and then probably we can start positioning into some shorts. So that's the plan going into New York Open, which is exactly in 19 minutes. If you people have any questions about whatever I said, feel free to ask, or anything other than this BTC plan we talked about, feel free to ask as well. Good morning, Nokido. Yosha, how you doing, brother? Just fill our short limits, please. Don't just reject this time like last Friday. Does anyone got a package from Bybit with suitcase, etc.? Did you for real? You probably trading with some size. What was in the suitcase? Suitcase bag for laptop. Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Um, we are coming to end of month, and next month we have FMC. What do you think about it? What exactly, or like about what exactly you want to know about my thoughts? Like BTC, I've given right that intraday. I think this is a good short area into the flat open we got. But is this the local top? I think not. I think we get like an end of month ETH run, and next of month, like I am inclining more towards early month de-risking if that's what you are asking about. Right now, I think we just range and chop. So just pushes up for shorting, moves down for trying longs. Once you see some ETH outperformance, that's where you start positioning into some bigger size and bigger percentages shots. I don't think we get end of month sell off this time. Like things look decent, not decent. Like we have already gone up much, but in terms of volatility and how structures look, I think like end of month we just stay here. To be honest, like in between 91 and 96. So I don't think we'd see like a sell off kind of a thing. I think a proper pullback comes early next month. Early month de-risking. Wait for 4 or 5 days. Look to buy towards mid 80s, if lucky early 80s, and then sell towards 100 plus. That's the plan, hopefully. Bonk has performed real good. Yeah, that was a big bummer. We held a bonk position and I bought some with good size, and it did nothing for the entire day. And we got some good profits on our other positions. So I was like, okay, let's close everything now. And I ended up closing bonk too. And few hours later, bonk ran like 30-40%. So that was disappointment. Hey Reaper, how you doing, brother? Doing good personally. Had a good rest over the weekend. Now we're back to be trading. Plus, I am planning a small trip with my old friends towards this month end. So I'm excited about that too. We are going. Shah, we have like for now, Azerbaijan is one thing we have decided. Probably we'll add Kazakhstan or Turkey, either one of those. So yeah. Month end, yeah, we have. I'm planning towards month end, like 23rd or 24th of May, which is usually a good time to be away from the markets as well. So New York open in 14 minutes. Alpaca. Let's look at it. Uh, like looks toppish to be honest. Like at least wait for some reclaim above is where I would want to chase. Like these shit coins, start chasing them once they are showing strength, not when they are bleeding down. Really hope it doesn't reject from here. Me too, to be honest. I really want to get into the shot. We got front run on a Friday as well. Bybet VIP, that's really nice. Is this a card holder, right? Bybet give you a crypto card as well, if I'm not wrong, right? But I really don't want to get it in my country. Even though I think like now that we have CZ as our um, crypto advisor, like national crypto advisor, we can probably start to feel safe using crypto and being part of this industry in my country. It's still insane to think that out of all the countries, CZ decided to be the national advisor of Pakistan. Is the war news real or fake? The tensions are real, Reaper, between Pakistan and India, but it's not something like really new, right? Those tensions have existed for decades. Now, though, and like most likely, and I really hope that these would eventually calm down as they do every time. but you never know. So far, it's nothing like too much to be worried about. Yeah, so it's the usual things. I really like this wine coin. It's giving a good flip, but BTC is at a tricky place, so we'll let it go probably. Though I would still probably take this long. Gun has been consolidating tight. If it flips these highs, we'll enter along. How you read stocks? I haven't looked at SPX. Let's see how stocks look. They look pretty good, man. Not gonna lie. Like we have broken above the daily 50 RSI. We have also flipped the early April buyback highs that we had. And remember, we talked about when stocks were trading around here, if I'm not wrong, that most of the time when you get V-shaped buybacks, you kind of get like 50 to 70% of that move revisited. And we talked about how early 5,000s would be a good pullback. We exactly did that. We have flipped these highs. They didn't look bad, man. Let's see how the like. Let's wait on Monday to be certain on stocks because you never know about Orange Man and what he could say and make things start looking instantly worse. But if we are doing something like this by Monday end, I wouldn't be that bearish on the markets this week. Why are AI agents still running, man? I was like, because most of the time for the past 3 4 months, they do give some good 50 70% runs, but they continue dying back down. But this time seems like the rallies are sustaining on the AI agents. What's the narrative behind them? What a buyback on these memes today. Sorry, these AI agents today. Do you think SUI keeps running? Let's look at SUI. Wow, SUI pretty strong too. Now don't FOMO here on SUI, man. This is a major area. Yeah. Whether it keeps running or not, let this level decide. This is the same area where we nuked below early Feb. Remember in February where alts died early month? And then it bearish retest on the FUD, right? On the tariffs FUD over the weekend. And then you got the Monday buyback. It's the same area that it bearish retested and died back down, and we are now back at the same area. I'm not saying it would repeat the same, but at least wait for this flip, which is 3.77. SUI for a shot. Hmm. Maybe like a three drive, like a small scalp, probably, I think, but eventually a one, two, and a three. But that would be really nice, to be honest. Like for now, I'm just looking for ETH short. Oh, sorry, BTC short. Where do I unmute? Can someone send him a screenshot of how his Discord should look when he joins the stream? But I'll give him the general advice, which is restarting Discord. That usually works most of the time. Six minutes to go. CGPT. If I'm not wrong, it's AI agent as well, right? Yeah, that's actually what I want. Like push right at open. I don't want us to like just consolidate and then push later on, because it would be really high confident shot if we just right straight up push at New York Open. CGPT. Hmm. This is an AI agent, right? Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't look bad. But first of all, let's focus on BTC. 5 minutes to go. Vanry, just give me a minute, brother. Let's just spend first 10 minutes looking at BTC and New York Open, and then I'll start taking back the alts request. Good morning, JFlow. How you doing, brother? Good morning, SP. Focus on BTC. Yeah, that's the plan. All good. Took weekend off to recharge. That was a good decision. You didn't miss much, at least till Sunday, because we were just grinding down or just ranging horizontally. Okay. Yeah, you need to be taking those. To take those. SPX still looks good, man. Wait, what? Sailor spent 1.5 billion last week? Insane. Is he ever getting out of his infinite money glitch? Bro, this is insane, man. How much of the supply now he holds of the Bitcoin? He can file for, yeah, the second line is more important, right? He can file for more whenever he wants. The infinite money glitch. Yeah, we do. The reason we every time dump with the sailor announcement, we don't dump, like we just get like a small intraday lower time frame sell off, is because people are like, the market going up wasn't organic buying, it was just sailor buying, which I don't know how that's bearish, because sailor is sailor buying is kind of a buying which is never coming back to the market, right? Me and whoever is usually buy, we most of the time book profits, we cover, we sell. But sailor isn't selling, right? So I don't know how that's bearish. Until he gets called. I've been hearing that ever since I got into crypto. So, which is like 4.5 years or 5 years almost. Yet he never gets into any trouble. So maybe we can start assuming that Sailor keeps on winning. No? Okay, New York Open. The burgers are here. First minute into the office. S&P Nasdaq open up 0.1%. Okay. Please don't die. Let's mark the flat 4-hour open as well, so we know when and if it gets taken out. This is where the flat 4-hour open sits. And we can also set some alerts around there so I don't miss. Ah, man, fuck you, burgers. You couldn't let us be in the shot, huh? In last week's flat candle, what do you mean? Like the last week open? I didn't think so. Ah, this one. No, this one has a wick. Try to zoom in a little. Even if you don't like zooming in, just go to your exchange, click on the candle. The exchanges give you the data of the candle, right? So if the low and open value of the candle is the same, it means it's flat, right? It's the easiest way of looking at it. Oh man, this is disappointing. This is disappointing. Like flat 4-hour opens are one of my highest conviction reversal setups, and we couldn't just get our fills. Okay, never mind. But still, we can position longs once this gets taken out. At least we are safe in this move down. We can start positioning soon. The coins I'd want to is one is SPX. I strongly believe that Murad starts shilling his coin soon and this SPX thing runs, considering how rest of the memes have run. So SPX is one, AIXPT is another. Considering how every time AI agents are the strongest bouncing, what other could we long? Probably just BTC. No? Oh man, I wanted a shot. Lever. We still can have a little chance if it does this. You know, the hope is still there. If you want to play some limit long, where should we? Hmm. I really want this 4-hour 50 retest on the RSI on Bitcoins, which means it would be like around here, mid 93s. Yeah, like once I see this 4 hours RSI getting retested at 50, that's where we start getting into longs, but which would line in with this flat open getting taken out as well. I'm disappointed, man. This was a high conviction trade for me, and I'm not in a short. Big bummer. Okay, now since there isn't much to do, steering this BTC price action because we missed our short limits. Now we either just wait to see that if you're super lucky, we get one more push before this flat open taken out gets taken out, or else we wait for it to get taken out, and then we start positioning for longs. And meanwhile, we wait for either of the two scenarios. You can keep on mentioning the alts you want to talk about or anything in general you want to talk about. Looking at the BTC flow, spot was selling from 23rd April, but the price was grinding up. Which data are you looking at? Would you mind sharing? I haven't been looking at flow much, but I can still look at like trading light or aggregated websites. So I realize sometimes could be a little bit off. Like one thing I would say is, especially on Coinalize and these aggregated platforms, they are really good for lower time frames on intraday. Like if you want to see at how the spot has been doing today or yesterday or tomorrow max, but on higher time frames, not too helpful, because I know how I would explain it to you, but cumulative. So actually, what you are looking at below is the cumulative volume delta, right? That's what CVD means, and it is the net buying and selling. And the only way it's useful is when it's compared against time and price. So, for example, okay, how do I explain it? Okay, no, not okay. I don't have the energy to go over all that, but it's it's subjective over how much buying in, because it's the net delta, right? So it's sometimes when you are looking at zoomed out, it might seems like spot has been net selling, but it might not have been, because okay, I forgot why. Because okay, if this is showing negative, okay, have you might have realized that when you zoom out or you zoom in, the direction of the CVD sometimes changes, right? Depending upon the what specific time frame you are looking at, right? So this is kind of giving you an average. Okay, I'll stop this discussion. We'll do that. Like I'll do a write up, a small write up, and try to explain that way. But in summary, CVDs are not that helpful on high time frame perspectives. Like you cannot just zoom out and see what was the CVD for the month and conclude whether spot was buying or selling for the month. Uh, just in Pakistan military incursion by India is imminent. Man, I'm sitting right beside the borders. Why am I not aware about this? Maybe I'm too concerned about my internet money. But yeah, like if out of nowhere my stream stops, or I stop updating in my corner about trades, or I stop replying, consider that I got nuked. Because I'm literally like 20 minutes drive away from the borders. Cooler. I I still think most of these are just publicity stunts because the issue is just like Biden loved to create war narratives, the administration on both sides of our countries, uh, Pakistan and India, they both love to create war narratives because that's how you get the most support, especially when good part of your population is or most of the people are extremists or on the extreme sides. So the way you get support from most of them is spreading hate and war narratives. So I'm mostly not concerned about any of these things getting thrown out. Nothing actually ever happens, to be honest. It's just both sides showing meaningless threats and stuff. And the most unfortunate thing is you see, or you observe most of the people falling into the narrative thrown by the administrations. Like you'd see people of both sides fighting over internet, fighting face to face, saying things that they would probably not ever say to the enemies, even right? Just because their government decided to do something against the other government, while people like us had no say on it. Because I have some really good friends, which I talk to time that are from India, and we don't want to kill each other. So it's only the two governments, or most of the times against each other. Governments generally don't represent the sentiment of the people at large. I agree 100%. Whichever conflict it is, whether it's Pakistan versus India, whether it's Ukraine, Russia, whether it's Israel, Palestine, I am 100% sure if you ask the people, those people from both the sides, the only thing they'd want is to live in peace, right? None of them want whatever's happening around. So, ah, things are holding relatively better against PTC. Is dominance cooling off? Stocks are pushing up. Yeah, dominance is weak. The one thing I would like, I don't want to create too much of hopium for people, and I don't want people to be like overexposed to alts right now. But the entire alts fund you have seen, and we have seen decent alts fund for a week now, right? Especially if you have been exposed to memes and AI agents and stuff that's running. They have been running anywhere between 50% to 200 to 300% from their lows, yet dominance is still at the highs, which makes you think, what if BTC pushes above 100K and then we get another range established somewhere above there, and then dominance decides to cool off for a while during summers? That's where the real fun would begin. So, yeah, But let's go step by step, levels by levels, and not be too optimistic. Seems like we are not getting filled on a shot, and let's start positioning for the other side. BTC, where would want to be longing? Mhm. I really like this AIXPT long, like around 1391. Brett could be a good long too. So Brett, SPX, mainly just focus on AI agents and memes, but not here. I still think we can get a bit lower, at least like take out flat 4 hour open, and then we can see from there. We don't make the stream too boring. Throw me something interesting to look at. Python, Zebra, Mubarak. Peanut is strong in this move down. Let's look at Peanut. Yeah, not bad. Vandry? Let's look at Vandry. Wow, man, look at like how bad gaming coins have done this cycle, man. But coming back to your request, if you want to be getting some Vandry exposure, which I don't know why would you want to, you have better coins and narratives this cycle. But this flip is what I at least I'd wait for. Sorry. So, um, yeah, flipping this daily supply is that could indicate me of a trend reversal. Until then, I'll be a little patient. Millennia. This is actually disappointing, man. Why am I not in a shot? The flat 4-hour open is at 93.85. That's where once taken out, we'll see if we want to be logging few of the things. Top of my mind is AXBT, Brett, CGPT, SPX, mainly so AI agents and memes. Shorted BTC with words and ETH for the Aztecs. That's really nice. Yeah, I think I should start being a little aggressive on my shorts too. Like I've been missing a lot of opportunities. Eh. Okay, the flat 4-hour open is about to be taken out. Hmm. Okay. BTC took out the flat 4-hour open, and I longed SPX. Okay, good bounce. Yeah. Why is everyone so dead? Long Dexapre, that's nice. Like you can make the all choice of whatever you want. I'm here to just guide you. So far the plan is going perfect. We discussed like 10 minutes ago that wait for this flat four. Even though like I'm trying to zoom in, did we take out or did we not? But whatever, we went very close. So the point was just wait for this revisit and scale in for some longs for a bounce. SPX looks good bounce so far, 1.5%. Let's see. Would you still be interested to short when it reaches a Bav? Depends on the 4 hour close. Let's see. Depends on the next 2 hours if I want to be shorting or not. For now, our plan was to look for longs. We have gotten a good bounce so far, and let's stick to that. Max Clee here is hitting 96K and original shot playing out to 91. What's Max Clee, brother? Ah, true. Let's see, like if we are straight up pushing into 96 from here, probably I'll look for a short back down. Just play it as a ranging market and you do good. So far, good bounces, good bounces. If you want to be moving stops on SPX, you can. Almost a 2% bounce. I'm letting it run. First targets being around the highs, which is 6,300. And then from there, we can see if we want to be looking for anything more. Yeah, C with a strong bounce. Okay, let's see. Wow, SPX good. 2.5%, not bad. Bad. Look at the strength on CGPT. Why on earth did I not long this? What's the daily? Can someone quickly look on Bybit and tell me what's the daily volume on CGPT in $1 million? Let's see, let's see. No one? 1.7 million perp? Ah, nah, nah. And you're telling me dollars, right? Not the number of coins. Thanks a lot, brother. Yeah. So not the coin you'd want to trade. Let it go on like intraday leverage. Let's go SPX. I was looking at an entry on it for a look at the bounce. Nice. Like on the Orient terminal, it's the number three with the strongest bounce. Let's go. 3%. Let's go. Let's go. What a timing. Okay, I want to be ending soon. It's been more than an hour now, almost an hour exactly. You people have 10 minutes if you want to be asking anything, discussing some alts, discussing some potential plays, and then I can leave for a while. I hope today's stream was a bit helpful. The things we discussed exactly playing out to be patient and longs going into New York Open. We nuked into flat 4 hour open. The only unfortunate thing was we not being in a shot, but intraday things are doing well as per our plan. SPX is almost giving a 4% bounce. One of the strongest, it is actually the strongest bounce in the first 15 minutes as per the Orient terminal. So, good game if you got that. And yeah, if you have anything further to ask, you can do it quickly. That's nice, J Flow. Stay safe. Yeah, I want to get updated with what's happening. Is it actually bad as people are trying to say with the news and stuff? But yeah, like uh if it's actually getting bad, then probably I'll be moving my trip a bit early. Let's go to Azerbaijan and, and Kazakhstan before things get bad over here. But jokes aside, hopefully everyone stays safe, including me. Uh, would you look all short if you reach? Yes, yes, I would. All what news? It's just like I live in Pakistan, and Pakistan India always remain in some sort of conflict. Recently, it got heated up, and both of the sides are throwing war threats to each other. Now things seem to be escalating a little, but I don't think it's still. I still think it's nothing burger. But if I get nuked, don't forget to book profits on SPX. Don't forget from a man who got nuked and is burned to tell you to move stops and book profits. But yeah, that's it from my side. Hope you will had a good time. Take care. Talk to people soon. Allah Hafiz.